Hey, 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 welcome to the wheat field, guys. Welcome to the wheat field. Hi, how are you? How are you guys doing today? Welcome, 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 Ashe. What up, y'all's wheat? How y'all doing? What it do? If you new, welcome to the wheat field. Hi, welcome to you too. I'm so excited. First off, y'all, I'm so excited. We literally have crossed the 700 subscriber threshold. I am so stoked. I get that excited for every single week, every single one of y'all. I promise. I get a little bit sad when one fall out, but then I have to remind myself, this space is not for everyone. It's just really not. This is where testimony meets Tarot. It's like, life, a whole box of chocolates. You just don't know what you're gonna get. You just never ever know. And this mouth right here could be different. Go ahead on, Miss Tanera Double Chocolate. She be cracking me up when she say that. Don't that look different? Yeah, it's like something that it's hope. Anyway, y'all, I digress. We growing. I'm so excited. I am. Like every time, I promise you, the first one, it was just exciting as the current ones. I'm like every single one, I get the same level of excitement and exhilaration, and I welcome, even if I can't see like who it is or what your name is or anything, or know it, like I say a prayer, and I thank God for each and every one of you, and for anybody to come into this space and get something that comes out of this space. Huh? Thank you, Father. Thank you. I just had to get that appreciation out, get that gratitude out, because it's a tough thing to feel like you have a service, a gift, and you want people to benefit from it. Like, I don't serve this out for just me. I mean, it is edification unto self. I learn a lot, you know what I mean? Not only do y'all see all these books and stuff I got around here. I've been on that journey for a long time, but to be able to be of use, to submit myself, my vessel, onto the Most High God for use to do what I was designed to do, what I was called to do, and to be received by all of you, amazing. So, hopefully you vibe, and if you vibe, I pray you subscribe. And if it's a message that you care about, share it out. Sharing is caring. Also, if you want to come back on a daily and get this here spell, hit the bell. Y'all know what it do. Let's get into some cards. We're going to have to pray. Oh, we got to get the disclaimers out because a whole bunch of other stuff we didn't say. We were saying thank you, and that's very important. But we also have to get those disclaimers out because they are to what you might not want to stay. I mean, you might not just happenstance across and be like, oh, let's see what this is. Let me tell you, because it could get a little kooky. It could start off a little slow. Like that old school Crisco, like that white lard, that thick stuff that you used to have in the can, and get it out and put it in the pan. But the most I come in and put some heat on it. It do, and we get to cooking. We don't really never know what we cooking. We don't. It could be pot roast, It could be some chili. We don't know, It could be simmering. It could just be slow. It could also, get the frying. You know what I mean? I'm talking about we dropping in some hot grease, like some catfish and some red snapper or something like that. You don't probably really want to fry no red snapper. Some people do. But anywho, some nuggets dropping off up in there, some fries, some wangs and things. You know what I'm saying? Anywho, we don't never know. It be like life. I'm telling you, like a whole box of chocolates. You just never know what's going to come out. But one thing for sure, this is where testimony meets tarot. You want one of these? Okay. Testimony meets tarot. We are a channeled messenger. Hopefully your favorite. You know what I'm saying? We don't care what them numbers say. Favorite channel messenger. We have faith. We claim it anyway. And Father say, today is a good day to have a good day. It's a good day to have a good day. I want to show y'all this thing I got. It's like a diffuser. You can put whatever tea or herbs you want in here, and you pour your hot liquid over top of it, and you got tea. Infused or not, whichever, tea. So excited, y'all. I'm so excited. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And I just can't hide it. Ooh, 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 ooh. Let's get it, wheat. I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I want you, I want you. Is that a part of the message? No, I'm just excited. Yes, I channel with the Most High God, the infinite intelligence of the all and the breath of life. In short, we can essentially read creation. We pick up energy, and it don't have to be, just anything I'm touching. I could see it. I could feel the energy radiating off of it. I'm called to it. I can hear it. So all four clairs, medium. I mean, we got an array of gifts up in here. I'm telling you, we got ancestors, we got passed over loved ones, which is essentially, up and down the line. I mean, folks said I ain't never even, who so and such is grandparents. Yep, they come. The father will come and write, so we scribe. You will see that happen. You will see the downloads coming in straight from, it's just it's a bag. I'm telling you, you never know what's coming out this here bag. You just don't know. It's like a box of chocolates. I just have to keep saying that because it's really true. How y'all doing? How you do? I hope you can stick around. I hope you can bring all these pieces together because we are not religious. We real spiritual. We do everything in the spirit. When I say everything in the spirit, whether we're obedient or willfully defiant, it's still all done in the spirit. It is. And the Father ain't through with us yet either. Again, the Most High God, His Word, the principal thing, intelligence, and the breath of life. You see all kind of stuff move too. You might see a car jump or two. You might see that. You might see something flat through. You might see that too. You might hear some disturbance in my mic, and this mic is brand new. So it is not the mic, it is the energy in my room, in my space, depending on what's happening, who's around, who's speaking, Ashe. It happens. So try to press through it. Something going on in that. You want this one? All right. Patience. Press through it. Have some patience. That's what we were saying. Have some patience with us as we grow through this thing. We growing, y'all. I'm so excited. When we hit that 1.2, I don't know what I'm going to do. Just be as excited as I am right now. I am. I don't know. Worthiness. Somebody having an issue with worthiness. Father say you worthy of this. Father say you got a blessing coming. You are worthy of it, but you need to be patient. Be patient. Yes, patience, and we got courage. Thank you, Father, the Most High God, the eternal Lord of all of creation, that which called all things, the Lord of all spirit, the Lord of all hosts, the Lord of all things, the creator of all things, that which called all things by its wisdom, its word, the principal thing. Who makes space for wisdom these days? Do you hold a special regard for that? Yeah, I know I do. I do. Wisdom has a seat with me. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. More precious to me than anything, than rubies, diamonds, gold, silver, anything. Wisdom is the principal thing. The breath of life. Now, how could you compare the wisdom, the principal thing, to that which fills the air? Like, fills these lungs and animates my body, my vessel, so that it can be submitted, so that it can be in use. To step into this day and acknowledge the breath, what else could you do? I mean, like, what could you do without the breath? I mean, I can't breathe. I ain't got no life in me. If you can't breathe, that's that spirit. It connects and binds all things. It does. It flows through everything. And the breath and the word work in tandem, parallel. I mean, they like them twin partners. You know what I mean? They like this here. They just go. The word on the breath and everything just flows. Sometimes we have to be a little bit patient. You call that thing out and you got to do a little bit of waiting. But you have to remember that you're worthy of whatever you spoke. You worthy of whatever you spoke. And just be patient. Wait a little while. Be courageous. And just hold on. It'll come to light. It'll fulfill itself. That which it was called, it will be fulfilled. So what are you calling? Question. What are you calling? Manifester. Made in the image of the Most High God. The one that spoke out and said, let there be light. that also said that the power of life and death is in your tongue. Are you calling your life? Yeah, you are. But what are you calling? What are you manifesting? Do you know that you're worthy of it? I pray you do. You do. You do. You know. You know. Father say, don't be afraid to sing. Don't be afraid to sing. I hear sing praises. Sing praises all day long unto the Most High God, that which made you, that made everything and gave you every opportunity. As long as you got air in them lungs and you can breathe, the word lives in you and you can call your life. You can call everything. As a matter of fact, you do. You do right now. Whether it's mixed and chaotic, you called it. Is it, you standing fast on that word and be like, I have faith. Like, I got courage. I know it's going to come about. Like, you know what I mean? I'm worthy of what I said. Because again, whatever you called out, you worthy of it. If you calling out chaos and destruction, you worthy of it. If you calling out blessings on blessings or blessings on blessings in abundance, you worthy of it. But there's something that goes in it. Because faith without work. Come on with it, beloved. Y'all know the rest of that. And Father say, it's a lot of things that we, again, can you bring the pieces together? Bring the pieces together. Because I feel like a lot of the pieces are scattered, and for us to look at the whole, do you want anything in here right now? To look at the whole is, I don't think, quite frankly, something that we are really taught to do. I don't. I think that, the way that this construct of the matrix has been set up, it is very segmented, right? Everything in its own little swim lane. Like, we are running in parallel, but never quite integrated, never quite finding the point where they intersect, where they support one another, and they show that self-approved, like all of the laws that work in tandem. We've been talking about the laws a little bit and kind of touching base on that in terms of fulfillment of the word. And I've been thinking about, of course, the law of potentiality, that anything and everything can be created. It can. The Father's word spoke out in creation now exists, and it exists in such a diverse state that you can see the possibility and potentiality of everything. Like, look at a platypus. Nobody knows how in the hell that shit came together. It looked like a duck and it looked like something else, and all these things pulled in together. You know what I'm saying? Creation is diverse. You look across the plane, it's like beetles. I mean, like, it's got to be like 800 species of beetles. You know what I mean? Like, it's so that, how many blades of grass, how many types of grass, how many types of leaves, how many types of trees, how many types of flowers and bees. I could just go on and on and on with the diversity of nature itself. Creation is diverse, immensely diverse. The possibilities are endless, limitless, as are you, right? We look at the law of least effort and the law of giving and receiving. Giving and receiving, you give onto the plane just by existing, just by breathing. You are already in the flow of giving and receiving. You give out carbon, you receive oxygen. You could breathe, the trees could breathe. You in the flow of giving and receiving. Now, if you go further than that, how much will you want to surrender your whole vessel onto the work of the Most High God, for which you were sent here to do, what you are ordained to do? You will be given every tool to fulfill it. You will. You are worthy of every good thing to fulfill your destiny, your dream, your passion, your dharma. Yes. Then we talk about the law of least effort and cause and effect. Everything that you do has an action. It's an action. It has a reaction, right? You put something out, something gonna come back. Karma, right? But are you doing the most or are you doing the least? Are you putting your effort in the right place? And I think that came out in last night's session too. Like, sometimes life and experiences can beat us down where you become afraid. Courage. But hopefully this will free you from maybe some fear or some anger that you may be experiencing. You know, life experiences can make you have emotions, right? We experience emotions. And those emotions could either propel us forward or hold us back, keep us stuck and stagnant, right? And if you're stuck and stagnant, you're going to be held back because you're not moving, you're not evolving, you're not growing. And anger, sorrow, grief are all emotions that push us to rise to a new level, to evolve, to change, to address something either in self or something that's an environment that's reflecting back to self that you need to contend with, you need to grow through. Right? Not everything that comes to you is your fault. It's just not. It's the parts of other people speaking out and their intentions, and we are all in this space clashing and colliding. You know, that kind of like an organized chaos type of situation. You know, so how are you spending your energy? Are you doing the least or are you doing the most? And I would argue that in every situation we should seek to do the least. You know, what is the least energy to be expended for the greatest benefit? Like the trees and the grass don't try to grow, they just grow. They use what's in their environment and they go through their natural processes and they grow. Like the trees don't get upset when they lose their leaves in the fall. They know that those leaves will return information back onto it, which is going to strengthen the roots, make it smarter, stronger, so when it goes into that next season and bear new fruit, that new fruit is evolved and better suited for the current environment and that which is going to eat from that fruit, so from that tree. So what it serves out is going to be edified, even more edified, as its own leaves has edified self. Now what it gives out will edify the plane. Giving and receiving, it's the whole thing. But are you doing the most, or can you find ways to do the least? This one, Father said, it comes with time and practice. It comes with time and practice, gaining confidence, knowing where you need to expend your energy. You want this one too? Anything else in here? Nope. Okay. Somebody is angry though. You know. Or maybe, you know, anger being the underlying emotion has moved you. Because I definitely see this person and on the bus or something like that, having the confidence to move forward. And anger is one of those things that will move you out of position. Somebody or something pisses you off like that, you be like, to what? I'm not sticking around here for this. I know my worth. I have way more confidence and way more self-worth than that. You know, I know when it's time for me to move on. You see that sword on fire? That's that anger. They learned some truth, something that pissed them the hell off and put them in motion, and they went with the flow. Knowing that you could do what did we say? Manifest some goodness, but you probably needed to clear your energy a little bit first. But whatever it is definitely leading you to freedom. It is. You are going forward on a journey with courage and patience. Extending courage and patience. You see this seed busting open? All of that work that's down in here to bust open and push this out, right? This happens underground, right? And then this comes out into the light. You see that light that's surrounding the seed? The greenery was growing out. Patience is a challenge, I feel. It is. Like to go through this cracking open. That's the part that I'm really keen on. It's cracking open right here. So this seed, it gets planted, right? Ground. Something plants down in you. But it has to get cracked open. And what pressure? Come on now. Pressure. Something came and applied that pressure to crack you open so that you could grow, you can evolve, you can birth something new out of this seed. But it takes patience to do that. Because the breaking open, that pressure, oh, you're going to feel a kind of way. For this to kind of push up and journey up, even to break the ground, I say that's pressure. You got pressure opening up from the inside out, cracking it open as you are growing and evolving. And then to tunnel up through that dirt and break into the light, that's pressure. So you getting it from the inside and the struggle forward is pressure. That's why fathers say, hold on to your confidence in your self-worth, to know that you are worthy of it. Also be courageous and brave as you push your way through it. Sometimes you're going to have to do the least effort and just ride the wave. Just go with the flow. You see all that flow being poured out on her? Every time I see this card and that flow pouring down, I hear, rain down on me. Let your love just fall like rain, just rain. I feel like the Father is pouring His Spirit, all of that intelligence all over you, all the way into you like hip high, where you gotta show enough, wade through these things, and that's resistance. Have you ever tried to walk through water that's waist high? That is heavy. It's resistance. You gotta move different. It slows you down. You kind of gotta wade, and you gotta get a gait, and you gotta get balanced with that thing so that you could push through the flow. Push through. I see a couple of things telling you to push through. Birthing something new, push through. Divine inspiration telling you to go with the flow, to push through. That you are worthy, but you gotta have courage like that lion to push through. You talking about courage and confidence? What? Confidence? What? To push through? Don't nothing have no confidence like them lionesses or them lions. You talking about the king of the jungle to what? Huh. They strolled through like ain't nothing touching this. I think one of the only few things that they don't mess with is maybe elephants or something like that. And you talking about some courage and them things to what? But they gentle and they vegetarians. Like they ain't be trying to hurt nobody. They do the least. And they the biggest. Like the result is the most. But they do the least. Courage. And all of that leads you to freedom. To manifest whatever from a space of joy, but you gotta clear out your energy. Yeah, you can use anger to manifest. You surely can, but manifesting from a place of peace, a place of joy, a place of contentment, of knowingness, confidence, just knowingness. I call it out. I stand on my word. I know it's going to be. I am your favorite child messenger, beloved. You may not know it yet, but I do. I stand on that. Yes, it may have to come into existence. At the beginning of the day, I say, it's a good day to have a good day. Ashe. Call it, claim it, and don't let nothing come into you to disturb it. Stand on that word. Push and repel anything back that's coming to you, or just see it. How can I use it? How can I transmute it? So that my word stands. That it's going to be a good day. Sometimes you might have to pause and get another perspective. Sometimes moving away from things, yeah, I see worry and change. Somebody might have some worry about this change that they're going through. But Father say you on the right path. And what did we start off with? Having a sense of gratitude. Gratitude. Because all of it comes to crack you open. Bring forth that intuition. And maybe even have you practice where your boundaries are. Something makes you angry. It definitely has tested one of your boundaries. And to have confidence to move away from things comes with time and patience. Time and patience. But to know that you worry, not worry, you probably are worried. I feel like that. Somebody got a little bit of worry along with this. Delight and let go. Lighten your load or follow the light of your spirit and let go of the past, I feel. knowing that you are worthy of this change, of what you are calling into self, what you want to manifest. And you probably just may, have more worth than what was pissing you off, what was pressing up against your boundary. It came to show you, to test you, even to see if you would hold your boundary and if you would move away from you. So if you haven't been tested, or if you are being tested, you're being called to hold your boundary, to know your worth, and to move away from things that test you in that way, that make you question your worthiness, that make you fearful with that courage card, that test your patience. You know what I mean? Definitely feel like that. This. Yeah, clear your energy. Something may have just happened, and it's a reminder for you to clear your energy. Clear it, clear it, clear it. Father, is this reading sealed? Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. I know we didn't finish the prayer, we did in Ashe, but we are sealed. Every crack, every crevice, any energy that seeks to come in to cause any conflict, any confusion, create any illusions, right? Seal them out, Father. Brighten up our light, brighten it so that this one, this one. Brighten up our light, anything else, so that nothing can come in. Your light has to be bright. Brighten up your lumens. That internal light, it will be a repellent. You will start to see people can't even stand to be around you. They just don't like you for no reason. You could be one of the nicest, brightest, loving people, and for some reason folks just won't like you. Why? Because your light irritates the shit out of their spirit. Your energy, they can feel it. Oh yeah, but then you will also have people who want to come and drain it, who want to suck off of it, who wants to divert it from you to them. Don't let them manipulate you or your energy. Your energy is to be used as ordained by the Most High God to fulfill your destiny. This one, perseverance. Perseverance through the storm, or whatever storm is coming or that you're in the middle of. Perseverance. I feel like that lightning strike, that energy that's coming down from the heavens, boom, when it hit, I'm talking about light you up. But you have to be able to sustain it, to persevere through it. Whatever that came through, this right here, this lightning, I feel tower. I feel, again, something that you had to move away in confidence and practice that daily. You know what I mean? Like that moving forward, I feel like, yeah, something happened, and you had to be like, it pressed up against your boundaries, it pissed you off, and you was like, to her, no, I'm moving away from that. Like, I know my worthiness, and I ain't got no time for that. You know what I mean? I got to go forward. Patience is a virtue, okay? And I don't have no time to be expending all of my patience on you. Let me show you what I'm finna do. Toodaloo. And move on about your business with courage, with confidence, knowing your worth, Ashe. That's how I feel. What did I say? Propelled you. Something came and pissed you off. Like you might have been dealing with anger for a minute, or that could be for some, but I don't feel that as the main thing. I think that you had to move away from something. You knew your worth. You knew you had the confidence to go, but it's still some anger down in you to transmute, something that's churning in you, something that you need to release, to let go of. But again, anger can be a very mobilizing emotion. That's energy. You to transmute this anger and to use it will push you forward, right? You can get the lessons out of it and make them useful for your life. No losses, boo-boo. We don't do losses. We take lessons, and we use those lessons for our next iteration, for the next cycle, so that we can be better, faster. Every evolution, we get better, we get faster. Learning from that which was snatched away from us. That's that law of least effort, right? The giving and receiving. You were given a lesson, you received it. Now it's time for you to give yourself out in a whole different way onto creation. And others will receive a whole new level of you. You will receive what's coming for you, coming to you, what you are manifesting again from a whole different place. That's one of the reasons why it's so important to transmute the anger. Don't hold on to it. Transmute it. That way you can use it. You can propel yourself, and you will create from a space of goodness, from understanding, from intellect, from emotional stability. That way you don't create more chaos and have to persevere in anger, staying angry, staying angry, right? You can change it and use it for the betterment of self. All things all things work towards the good for those who love the Father and are called according to his purpose. You will use it for your purpose. Yes. Anything else with this, Father? Will you please give me the words? Source says to use the anger as a projecting element for your ascension, and gave me those specific words: projecting element for your ascension. Like you will use it to rise up. Rise up. And I almost hear serve it up, like in service. You will use it so that you can rise up, and almost like serving your gift up, or whatever it is you've been placed in the plane to do. You will use it. Do you want to put these away? Leave them out. Anything else? Voice of the soul. Let's get into that. Voice of the soul. I love these cards. I think they are so pretty. Y'all, I just bought 9 new decks of cards. One of them was a 3-pack, though. Unapologetically. Message to pass on. We said that if it's a message you care about, share it out. Ashe. Yes. Pass it on. 6. Equal give and take. I feel giving and receiving, right? You're going to enter into a whole cycle of giving and receiving. But again, practice how you give it. It comes with time and patience. Practice, confidently in where you give your energy. Some press up against your boundary, move on. And to do it quickly. Don't spend no time in that. Because your time is valuable. Patience is a virtue, but time is valuable because you never know how much you got. You just never, ever know. We don't know how much time is in this thing. We really don't. We didn't even try to figure it out. We could guess, but we don't really know. We have karma, the law of giving and receiving, the law of cause and effect. You get back what you put out, okay? So if something pressing up against you and making you want to put out something that's a little bit dramatic and chaotic, move around, Ashe, because you don't want that to come back to your life. Pray for him. Father, get your kid. What's on the other side? This is a message to pass on. Father say, pass it on. Pass it on. Maybe you need to pass on that. I feel like somebody already did. They passed on it. They moved around. They said, time to go. Message of peace. Something that you may be repressing. I hear repressed anger. Yep. Yeah, this piece is in a challenge for sure. Yep, challenge. Repressed anger. You want repression out? Okay, we got repression. Look at this. And we got forgiveness and forgiveness. Maybe you need to forgive. Yeah, something in there because that anger is persistent. Yeah, we got mirror effect. What you put out is what you will get back. All things come to show you something about you. In this instance, it shows you something you didn't like. It was your boundary. It was your press. You knew you was better than that. You was like, to what? Ashe, got to go. See you another day. Regrets, though. Do you have any regrets about the past? Are you holding on to things wishing they should have been a different way? It turned out the way that it was supposed to, Ashe. Exactly the way that it's supposed to turn out is what happened. What you needed for your ascension. Mirror effect. What did you need for you to grow? Freedom. How many times has this showed up? This is twice. The second one. Happiness is here. I also saw submission, and I feel like that's submitting unto the Most High God. Like your spirit, like being obedient to your spirit. Like submitting onto the will of your spirit. What is your spirit telling you to do? I feel like somebody did that. Education is here. Learning. Learn some more stuff. You know, we talked about that. About how the information is so segmented. It doesn't give people a full picture. It doesn't. And in order to get a full picture, you have to learn. You have to go on a discovery. Whether it's education of self. This is a message of love. Learning is love, though. It is. You want this on the table? Yeah. Learning is love. It's feeding the intelligence. It's feeding your intelligence. Again, wisdom is the principal thing. And who makes space for wisdom? It's not just like go to university and all of that stuff. No, it's literally taking account of what you see around you every single day. The word of the Father is written on creation. It's written, is it not, Father? It is. It's written on creation. You can see the intelligence of the seasons. Come on now. You can see the intelligence on how the seed grow. You can see diversity in just the species of the plane. Like beetles don't sit up there and argue with each other about what kind of beetle they are. You can't be next to me or I can't, you know what I mean? They probably got 800 species of beetles because they've been cross-pollinating. How you think we got so many diversity of flowers? It's because bees help us cross-pollinate. Natural. We get all kinds of variety and diversity through recombinating. Come on now with this thing. I would go further, but we ain't gonna touch it. We ain't. I'm just saying. Diversity is natural. It's natural. And to act like that is not, it's just like, what? That's against the law. Law of nature. It's against the law of potentiality. I mean, like the space where any and everything could happen. We talking about that zero, like that fool card, like any and everything could happen. And then who makes it happen? The one, the number one, the magician, the grand, what, like the eternal Lord of all of creation. Can make any and everything happen using every tool at his disposal. Every tool. I mean, you think the magician is not an alchemist? Absolutely. Can make anything, call out anything, whatever it wants. Something is coming soon. Maybe somebody will get this spiritual message soon. You know, the person that's designed for this message, Father, call them into this space and do it soon. Do it now. That's a challenge. Oops. You want spiritual message too, this one? You want a free message, a spiritual message, and a karmic message. Okay. Somebody getting all kind of messages. And what? Spiritual message is backed up twice. Ooh, reunion? No, we still see karmic relationship though. Father say if something coming back at you that you had to walk away from, keep on stepping. Keep it stepping because you might end up in a loss. Like seriously. Like, don't do it. Don't go back. Don't look back. Father say, keep your eyes right here. You on the yoke. You looking forward. You got your hands on the plow. You been yoked, but you got your hands on the plow. It's time to move forward. Keep it forward. Keep it moving. Keep it stepping. That's what Father say. Spiritual message. Maybe somebody is not really wanting to receive it. You know, it could be coming to you in a different kind of format that you're not used to. Like I say, this space ain't for everybody. I say it's just not. I might say something that make you want to move around, make you want to click off. Because I'm telling you, I believe that creation is whole. whole. Like whole and complete, and nothing's broken and nothing's missing. The only thing that's been segmented and separated is the word. I believe it is. Because it's a whole lot to life, to creation itself. And to be able to see all of creation and raise yourself up so you can have a higher perspective and bring these pieces together, a lot of people just can't do that. It presses up against their boundary. But this is a free message, even for anybody who might be karmic. You know what I mean? I never know who in this space, but you're welcome. You're welcome to stay. You're welcome to stay. Because everybody is in their own way. They on their own journey, and all roads lead home. It do. You go back from where you came, and you came from the Father, and that's where you're going back, Ashe. Forgive. Message of forgiveness. Free message. Message of peace. Spirituality. Of love. Look at this. Yeah, this is a free message to help you get over some karmic shit and move into some forgiveness. Bring yourself to peace. You know, deepen your spiritual connection with self and love on you a little bit better. All messages from your soul in abundance of love. Love and light. Love and light. And something is coming for you. It's coming to you soon. Either something is going to represent itself to you, or the abundance in what you have been working on is coming to you soon. Father say, again, have patience, courage. Know that to stay the course. Persevere. Even though you might get angry, even though you might get frustrated, persevere. Use those emotions to press yourself forward. Anything else in this deck? No, Father. All right. What do you want to close out with? Somebody's got physical pain. Like maybe what you've endured has caused you pain. It's a lot of diseases and physical complexes that come with stress and dis-ease in the body. Represents itself in your physicality, in your physical self. It does. This is a spiritual message. It is. So take heed. You want this away? No, leave it here. Where are we going? Back in here. Father say, work your own magic. Do you believe in magic? Do you believe in your own magic? Do you believe it? It comes with patience and time. Practice. Time. Patience. Courage. Maybe you believe a little bit different. You could. I do. I believe creation is whole and creation is complete. And the Father can do anything. Anything that it wants to do. Anything. It can use anything that it wants to use. It can. And there is a whole spectrum from that to that. People talk about the wrath of the Father all the time. Surround yourself with love. Surround yourself with love. You know, loving friends, confidants, mentors, your spirits. Remember to practice self-love. Surround yourself with love. Again, I see people that you can talk to. A support group, you know, especially if you're just coming out of something very, very hard. 1 and 9 breaks down to a 10, which breaks down to a 1. And we were talking about that magician space, coming right out of the zero, things going off, starting new, moving forward. Not sure how things are going to come about, right? But when you move into that 1 space, it's like, okay, you have some support, you have, you know, spiritual support, a little bit of fortitude, confidence, you know what I mean? You're gaining, cracking open. You still feel that pressure, but you've broken through into the light. And you may be able to talk about it now. You may be able to, you know, share. And that's the space where you will start to create, especially as if you're talking and working through this anger right here. Remember to practice self-love. Love on you. Love on yourself. Recuperate. 2 and 4 breaks down to a 6. I feel like, again, whatever you moved away from, whatever's pressing up against your boundary, was not equal give and take. It wasn't. It was something that was taking from you instead of feeding you, at least at an equal pace, right? You're feeding and pouring into others, and they are not feeding and pouring into you, if at all, or at an equal rate. Like, I feel trickle, like breadcrumbing, right? And so at the end of the day, you end up depleted because you are pouring out more than what you're being fed. And that's what I was feeling like somebody doing the most. And I just dropped a whole slew of cards. It happens in this space, it do. Give me your patience, give me your grace. Patience and grace. We see let them go. And we saw let go. Let them go. Something else. Somebody you had to let go. Something you had to walk away from. Something you had to make a change. You see her cutting that hair with that sword. The truth, that sword made you cut something away. We see the storm again. Take a chance. I feel like taking a chance on self or this new friend group or support group you have. Because it's right over this right here. You know, maybe you've been burned by friend groups before, you know what I mean? And you're entering into a new space, not sure who to trust. Father say, take a chance. Father also says that endings are inevitable. That's what, again, I was feeling like somebody had to move away from something. And maybe it's something that you need to be honest with yourself about. That's a challenge. You want this one? Anything else in here? No. Anything else in here? Yes. Swim away from this situation. Again, something that you had to move away from. You had to move away from it. And I feel like you chose to move away from it, but you still have a little bit of challenge with it. Justice is coming, it's here. And I think justice is whatever this abundance or blessing it is. Like, you're going to be blessed for moving away. And I'm looking at my other little angel deck right here, and I see cut the cords. Can I get it? Yes. You want this? What did I say? Confidence. You had to move away from something. I am so drawn to her sitting on this bus and moving away. Well, I feel like you didn't want to have to do it, but you can always rewrite your story. You can. And I feel like that's the abundance that's coming in, the rewrite. Like, you're going to smash some stuff. I feel like that anger, she is smashing that. Like, whatever it is, you see this, what she holding up? She about to smash something. You know, you can always rewrite it. You can always start over. As long as you have the breath. And you see this deck, I'm going to try to just pick it up. We got clear yourself on the bottom. That's clear yourself. And we saw clear some space like 2 or 3 times in the other deck. But we have fairies. And I feel like spiritual guides around you. But you see that one right there? Cut the cord. Cut your cords. It's something. Father say throat chakra. The angels are helping you lovingly speak your truth. So maybe the people that you rewriting the story, or just the facts, public speaking is here. Maybe, again, a part of your abundance is somebody who's going to speak. Have you asked your angels for help? Clear yourself. Did you ask for help? This says, ask the angels. Ask the angels to help you release any toxic energies you may have absorbed. Ask the angels to help you release this anger that is persistent, that you've had to persevere through. Ask them to release it, to transmute it for you, so that you can rewrite your story. You can open your heart back up. Heart chakra. We have indigo as well. The person you're inquiring about is an indigo, meaning highly sensitive. You're highly sensitive, so maybe the energy that you took on is really, really sticking to you. That anger is persisting. You're having a hard time releasing it and letting it go, or just transforming it into an element that's more useful for you to project and propel yourself forward. And I think speaking about it is going to help you with that. The answer that you seek is in your heart right now. Be open to giving and receiving love. And we have mentioned the law of giving and receiving, the law of karma, which is cause and effect. And to me, them two work in tandem. Because what you give out, you receive. What you give out causes an effect on others and on the universe, and it impacts what you receive back. The effect of what you receive. We talked about in the beginning chaos in conversation and just in speaking, and speaking in general is keep coming up. Whether it's speaking in public, speaking to others, speaking to self, speaking to your angels. What are you speaking? You are a manifester made in the image of the Most High God, the grand manifester, the number one alchemist. You are made in His image. Life and death resides in the mouth and the tongue. You will eat what you speak. It will represent itself in the fruit. Anything else, Father? No. Any last energy? No. That's it. Father said it will represent itself in the fruit. I'm not going to read that card because Father said no. Got to be obedient. Father say ask your angels for help, though. You can always rewrite the story. You can always rewrite the story. Take a chance on them. Whoever you're speaking to, whatever this group that you have, or whether it's your group of spirits, your group of angels, take a chance on them. You know, take control of your own narrative. You know, I see the books again with education. Learning something different. Tapping into your internal knowledge. Eternal, that wisdom. Wisdom, the principal thing. This is the wisdom and the breath working together. Learning something, how to cut these cords. We talked about cutting your own strings so you can take control of your own life. First of all, you can't do it without the breath, right? You got to be animated, but you have to learn. Learn about self. Learn different principles. Learn different ways to develop your confidence. Learn different ways to transmute your energy. How do you clear your energy? You know, how do you use it? If you are somebody that's looking into getting into speaking out about certain things, you're going to have to learn about that. You're going to have to learn so that you can take control of your own narrative. And don't let anybody else pull your strings. Take the sun back into your life because you already have all the answers. You do. You're going on a voyage. Again, somebody's moving forward. But you may be, again, searching the map. Seeking direction, I feel. Seeking direction. But you already have the answers. Your spirits have the answers. Be obedient to your spirit. Spiritual message, Father say, put this on there. That's it. This is a spiritual message. Be obedient to your spirit. Wherever they are telling you to go, go. Whichever way they are advising you, submit. Submit onto that and see what happens. The Father knows, the intelligence knows how to syncopate all things. Will bring you to the Father's expected end. And it will be good for you. So on this day, make it a day to have a good day. And know that every good thing is on the way. It is. Take a sip on some goodness. You had confidence, you got patience, you got courage. Maybe the only thing you need to do is really learn a couple of extra things, do some self-discovery. Why did this come to you? What am I supposed to learn from it, get from it? And if you need help and direction with that, ask your angels. Talk to the Spirit. Talk to the Father. It will be revealed unto you. It will. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you so much. I love you just like I love me. Why? Because I love the source that made me, that made thee, made everything, using its intelligence, wisdom, the principal thing, moving on the breath of life that feels, connects, and binds everything. Just like that. To the next now, y'all. With your girl Lati on Tears of Wheat Rose Show. When you show enough, never know what you're going to get. Get a good day. To the next now. Ashe.